Hello students, I'm Himani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all on our YouTube channel, where today in this video, we are going to strike and move forward with the higher education unit, where we are going to do the topic, which is generally known as 4 ashrams in the ancient India. So if you guys would have gone through the previous video, where I have tried to talk about the introductory section of ancient Indian education system, your basics would have been clear, right? So we know that in ancient education system in India, ancient times pe, the education system usually happened in a Gurukul or an ashram where the student and the teacher, both of them used to live together. The students revered and respected their particular teacher so much so that I tried to give you a particular example, a very famous example of एकलव्य फ्रॉम महाभारत एज वेल, राइट, जिन्होंने अपने गुरु की he created a particular statue and he practiced archery in front of it and he gained the same respect out of that. And later on, if we try to talk about the other ways, वहां पे कौन-कौन सी चीजें पढ़ाई जाती थी, Veds, Upanishads, right? All these sacred scriptures, these students were supposedly being taught about yoga, pranayam, just to make sure that the education system happens in a perfect manner through the holistic, well overall and well round approach here, correct? So us point of time pe properly, howsoever the students were supposedly coming to the ashrams. Now in this particular video, hamara jo take hai, it is based on 4 ashrams. Now here I am not generic in the generic sense. I'm not literally trying to talk about the ashrams in the form of residential schools, but if we try to talk about the ashrams in the ancient times, ashrams us time pe were also considered as something which was a way of life. You, in your life cycle, in your entire life, you have 4 ashrams. You live your life in 4 different stages. These stages, according to the Indian philosophy of the ancient times, has been described as what we know as the 4 ashrams, right? So it's a structured framework for individuals to lead a fulfilling and meaningful life, because har ek ashram, it has its own particular characteristics, right? The ancient Indian society recognized 4 stages of life, each associated with the specific ashram. So how do we, even in today's time, we have a particular set of life, but eventually we do not lead to the 4th stage, which is known as, even if we try to talk about sannyas. So hum sab log, we do not, we are not the ones who are sannyasis, so to say. First ashram, let's just try to talk about it. First ashram in the Indian philosophy, the first stage of life which a person comes across is the Brahmacharya, right? It is the student stage. So whenever a student used to be done with any ceremonies, jo har ek religion ke basis pe, there used to be certain ceremonies which were supposed to be performed, the student then entered into the student stage, which was known as Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya mein, it is the first stage where you get education and you are supposed to be celibate. You are supposed to not have any kind of intimate physical or sexual connections with anyone in this particular stage, because you just want to be focused on your entire sense of education. You want to nurture your spiritual as well as the physical being. Young individuals would join a Gurukul or an ashram to receive education and spiritual guidance. Already told you, the ancient education system, it had a particular goal that you are supposed to have a well overall round development, right? So us wajah se emphasis was on discipline, self-control, because celibacy also is something here, and the study of scriptures through recitation, through the oral teachings, where the debates, discussions, etc. also happened, right, in this particular ashram only. So I am going to give you some famous list of the prominent Brahmacharya ashram. It's in Gurukul Kangdi, Haridwar. One of the oldest and most renowned Gurukuls in India, founded by Swami Shraddhanand in 1902. Vedic education, scriptures, Upanishads, सारे वेदांगास पढ़ने हैं, and the character overall development of the morals, the ethics, the spiritual meditations etc. करवाए जाते थे under this particular ashram, right? Then we have the second ashram, the second stage of life, which is known as Grihastha Ashram, which means the householder stage. Now you have done your education, you are done with each and everything related to that. Now you're going to gradually move forward to get on with your life and want to settle down. That stage came to be known out as the Grihastha stage. Second stage, household and family life. आपने गृहस्थी बसा ली है, correct? So here you will have a baby, you will be married and all. Your marital ceremonies will take place here. Focused on building a career, getting married and raising a family. Correct. Then moving forward, the famous Grihastha Ashram that we have is in Janki Van Ayodhya. Family values पे emphasis डाला जाता है, community living. Workshops and programs are there just to incorporate the importance of marriage, parenting, relationships, because here you're going to be the part of the entire world, the way of living, the relationships, how to handle them. Encourage individuals to lead a balanced and fulfilling life, because you are supposed to maintain a career as well as be indulged in growing your or raising your family up. Then we move to the third stage of life, which came to be known out as the Vanaprastha Ashram, which is the retirement stage. Usually stage में what used to happen, that the individual after being the one जिसने अपनी family के लिए provide कर दिया है, career अच्छा बन गया etc., he or she now will go and move forward with the next stage and start going and living in a forest. Correct. So the third stage, on gradual withdrawal from the worldly responsibilities. Second May, you had all the worldly responsibilities that you were supposed to encounter, right? Be responsible for. In the third ashram, you are going to detach yourself. You're going to withdraw yourself from those responsibilities and be the one जो spiritual awakening के लिए is moving forward. Retire from their active roles and devote times to spiritual practices. Self-reflection. You want to know what you are going to do with your life. आगे चल के how are you going to move to the fourth stage that is known as sannyas, right? Serving society. Move to a forest was something, Vanaprastha इसलिए बोल रहे हैं, secluded and introspective life. You are going to think in a secluded place about the choices that you made, the choices that you're going to make, so on and so forth. So the prominent Vanaprastha Ashram, Shivanand Ashram in Rishikesh. Swami Shivanand ne 1936, this was founded in the year. Peaceful retreat for individuals who want to seek the spiritual rejuvenation. Because after I told you, your marital life, now you again want to be something जो परमात्मा की भक्ति में लीन होना चाहते हैं. So how to move to the fourth stage is this one particular stage which is preparing you for that. Offers various programs, yoga, meditation, spiritual discourses. Then comes the last and the final stage of life, which is known as the Sannyasa Ashram, which is renunciation. Leaving all the things behind, just being, so much so in the bhakti, in, अपने guru में, अपने परमात्मा में विलीन हो जाना is sannyas stage of life. Renunciation, complete detachment from worldly affairs. Lord Buddha is really prominent example of the sannyas ashram because he left each and everything. He was detached from the world, the materialistic things, etc. Individuals would renounce all the possessions and dedicate themselves fully to spiritual pursuits such as seeking self-realization and liberation. We can use the word moksha here. Moksha in Hinduism. If I try to talk about it in the sense of Buddhism, we have nirvana or nirvana. Correct? They would wander as ascetics. जो संत होते हैं उनकी तरह ये wander करेंगे, भिक्षा मांगेंगे, relying on the goodwill of society, asking for alms. Alms are भिक्षा मांग के रहना. Right, for the basic needs. So prominent Sannyasa Ashram is in Advait Ashram, Kolkata, founded by Swami Vivekanand in the year 1899. Teachings of Vedanta, and spiritual upliftment. Because you want to be in that touch and away from the touch of the materialistic, saying things, etc. Promotes a philosophy of non-duality and self-realization, because now you want to move forward and ahead with your life just and just devoted to the spiritual being, the Almighty, the Guru that you have thought of, etc. Correct? So, the last slide that I have tried to incorporate here is that we all used to go through these particular phases back in the times. Now we do not. But even in several parts of India, in the entire world as well, there are certain programs and ashrams, as you guys would have seen in the provided list in the slides, that abhi bhi there are many ashrams which promote this kind of thinking as well. So they provided a structured framework how we are supposed to lead our life back in the ancient times, represented a different stage, from student stage to the entire renunciation stage, right? How each and every ashram had its own characteristics, unique opportunities. Although the ashram system has evolved, its principles continue to inspire seekers on the spiritual journeys, because they want to be elevated to the spiritual realm of meeting the Almighty, being indulged in the soulful experience. When you feel कि हाँ जी आप पूरी तरह परमात्मा की भक्ति में you are vileen, right? So this was the entire video where I tried to break down the 4 ashrams of life in the ancient education system of India in the easiest and brief way possible. I'll see you guys again in a new video. Till then, thank you so much. Have a good day. Keep studying. Bye-bye.